Hello everybody and welcome back. I know I've been MIA, but I'll get into that in a minute. Today's video, I want to look at the upcoming trial of Bryan KOHBERGER with the Idaho 4 case. I did not do a lot of research. I had my friend, my bestie, Rock That Body in Florida, who has been, keeping me in the loop a little bit on some things. I just have not had time to take the deep dive. And I kind of like these kind of readings where I go into them not knowing what's going on with the trial, not going on with know what's going on with all the evidence, and just seeing what the cards have to say. So, with that said, before I get into all that, I want to tell you that past couple months, I've been really busy with DoorDash. That's my main bread and butter at this time because YouTube doesn't pay me jack shit. YouTube might cover a couple things, a couple small things, things like that. But I had to put almost over past 2 months, probably $2,000 into my car. And I'm playing catch up, So that's what's been going on with me. And putting a lot of energy into my DoorDash channel. If you want to look me up, see what my day-to-day life is, which is work, you can check me out at Grandma Dasher. Look up Grandma Dasher, you will find me. Now, we're going to get into today's video, but I do want to give a shout out real quick to Otter Spirit. They are the sponsor of this video, and they're the sponsor pretty much of his channel. They sent me this amethyst necklace with matching earrings. Thank you, Otter Spirit. Otter Spirit is a website that has a lot of gemstones, that is spiritually oriented. They go into detail about what each gemstone represents, and we're going to go over here to the website. Look at the website here. It's very easy to navigate, very easy to find what you need. They have everything from necklaces, they have earrings, they have bracelets. You saw this in one of my videos. You saw me wearing bracelets. I got the abundance bracelet, and they have it categorized. You could go by your birth date. They have specialty sets for every zodiac sign. That you could look up by purpose. Like, I want money, a money bracelet or necklace. I want protection. I want intuition. I want abundance. It's all there. Now, with this set, I chose the amethyst because the amethyst is about spirituality. It's about tapping into that intuition. And there's a lot more to amethyst, but that's the main thing that attracted me to the amethyst. They come beautifully packaged. You could see me unboxing my set right now. And the boxes are very sturdy. There's a pouch inside. Each one has a pouch. The presentation is phenomenal. The quality of the jewelry is outstanding. And I wouldn't be here promoting them, or I would never have partnered up with them if I did not believe in their product. I have personally experienced positive energy, abundance, increased intuition by using their jewelry. And I've had this necklace and earring set for a while, and I before I went out and did this video, I wanted to try it out myself, see how well it worked. And I actually put it into the work field. You know, I've done some private readings recently, and I've put it in. I've worn this along with my abundance bracelets out into the DoorDash field and trusting my intuition on certain decisions when I'm out there delivering food. As mundane as that sounds, it's true. But I love this stuff, and if you would like to try out their jewelry yourself, see the positive vibes. I always feel uplifted when I wear their jewelry. I will put right here a discount code. It is DivinePA20 to receive 20% off on your order. So head over there to their website now. There's a special link in the description box, and I'll try to remember to leave the link in the comments also. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and get into the reading. Basically, I just want to look at what's going on between the defense and the prosecution in the trial for Bryan KOHBERGER. That is my intention. I'm going to do a storyboard type thing just to see what's going on. Okay. And I just have a makeshift camera set up right now. So, unfortunately, I can't get my hands in the view for the shuffling. But you can hear me shuffling. And you all know I shuffle. I shuffle and I shuffle. And I even pre-shuffled for a while. Okay. So, let's just see the overall energy of the trial. And I'm not using oracles. I'm just using tarot today. Let's get the overall feeling. Nine of Wands in the reverse. There's something's changing. Seven of Wands in the reverse. It seems like that there is some kind of something here is being uprooted, that something has changed here. And the Lover's in the reverse. There's disagreements. I'm wondering if there's going to be a change on either the defense or the prosecution, because something that was deeply rooted and planted in this case is being totally uprooted. There's discord in the camp, and somebody's feeling defenseless right now. Somebody's feeling like their back's against the wall. Somebody's wore out and tired, and there needs to be some kind of change. They're very worried about it. And thinking about, the case, the Four of Swords, that's the four victims, right? And somebody's really worried over putting this case to rest, putting it to bed, getting that conviction. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse is representation of something unreliable or someone unreliable here. So there's some friction. There's some friction. That's the overall. It can even be on both sides of the fence. Friction between the defense and the prosecution. But I'm feeling more like in one side or the other, there's a lot of friction going on. There's a lot of discord. There's a lot of disagreements. People, they're not on the same page. Evidence that they thought was going to fly it's like something falling through. Something is falling through here. Now, I wanted to quickly take a look at each side. Okay. Let's take a look at the defense first. That's just coming to mind. What is going on with the defense? What is going on with the defense in the Bryan KOHBERGER case? Idaho 4 case. What's going on with Brian KOHBERGER's defense team? We have a Queen of Wands in the reverse. To me, that's somebody who's very ambitious, but in the wrong way. That is somebody who is scheming, okay, to get ahead. She's somebody who, but she lacks luster, and she's trying to get above that in a very negative way. Negative means this is somebody doing dirty. This is some dirty work going on here. The Tower in the reverse and having to rebuild. I think that there might have been a shock that this could actually be somebody's testimony. Somebody's testimony creating shock waves. Now they're trying to keep, the defense is trying to keep their own case from falling as well. The Sun. But there is a positive aspect. There is something, there is there is light being shed on somebody who is false witness. And that tower that was going to fall is prevented from falling. Okay. 5 of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. 3 of Wands. So they're planning for the future here. Somebody on the defense team is going to be out in the cold. I just got to call it like it is. I'm trying to be non-partial. I'm keeping my personal opinion out of this. But there seems to be, okay, we're going forward with the plan, but without a member. Somebody's being ousted off the defensive team. Because somebody was being proven not to be reliable. Someone was being proven to be a false witness. Then we have, yeah, okay, the 5 of Wands in the reverse. And High Priestess. And the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords, when I see her, I always think of Ann Taylor. Okay? So this is about Anne. Anne, not only is she smart, calculated, coming up with a plan, but in a very silent way, that she's going to put an end to this. End of the fighting. And I'm, you know, when I was saying that there was friction somewhere, oh, there's friction. There's friction on the defense team. Well, it could have been both sides. Well, when we get to the prosecution, we'll see what's going on with them. But definitely, there was like a bad apple on the defense team that created friction and conflict. And it's almost like what I'm getting, somebody on the defensive team was not being honest. Queen of Wands in the reverse. Dare I say this, for entertainment purposes only, just like it says up here. This reading's for entertainment purposes only, not based on fact. It's my opinion, my interpretation of the cards. Throw your own cards, form your own opinions, do your own research. I'm just a blonde throwing cards here. I almost forgot that disclaimer. It's been so long since I've done a video. But, and the Queen and the High Priestess is trusting that gut feeling, trusting that intuition, and also the Keeper of Secrets. Shh. So it seems like somebody's being ousted off of the defense team quietly. 9 of Cups. King of Pentacles. Page of Swords. Because we have a King of Pentacles here that may have been doing some spying. I'm getting like this double agent type thing. You know, okay, I'm going to try to work with the prosecution, gain some intel information, and pass it over to the defense team. That's what I'm getting here. And I'm wondering if there's going to be trouble over that. Because I'm getting somebody playing both sides. Maybe it's that King of Pentacles that is going to be ousted. Because that Nine of Cups here is kind of reminding me of somebody overindulging. Somebody being pompous. Somebody having everything that they want. And it's like this King of Pentacles had everything he wanted and he is playing both sides. That's what I'm getting. Oh, this is the Queen of Wands. Who is this? I may have misread that. Oh, no, that's the King of Wands. Oh, a leader. Dishonest leader. Okay. My bad. Because we got the Queen of Wands here. In the upright. So we have somebody who looks good, who smells good, who very enthusiastic, very confident. Dealing with a King of Wands in the reverse is somebody very aggressive, very dangerous, I will just say. Page of Cups, things aren't always as they seem. So, this King of Wands here is reminding me of somebody, especially with that Page of Cups here, trying to woo the Queen of Wands. These queens are coming up to me as more of, like I said, Ann Taylor. And we have somebody here. The King of Pentacles, I got something to offer you. I'm going to take care of you. King of Wands reverse, I'm lying through my teeth. I have ulterior motives. So it might be him taking information, intel from the defense and giving it to the prosecution. Or something like that. Or maybe not even the prosecution. Maybe to the people who really was involved in the crime. But he's reminding me of a very smooth talker, and he had Anne convinced. But I think she got her own intel on this. Our Knight of Cups reversed. She got some news and information about this person. Maybe even a warning not to trust him. That he's all, yeah. And Five of Wands. And we've got a conflict here. Yeah, there was a confrontation. I gotta drop this burden. 10 of Wands reversed. Page of Pentacles. With this information that I have received, I need to drop this. So this is why somebody's being ousted. I don't know if this has come out yet or if this is yet to come out. But there's like, I want to say a traitor in the camp. Okay. There's a traitor. Makes me think of 007. You know, spies and all that nice stuff. Okay. Now we're going to take a look at the prosecution. This flew out of the deck, the Ten of Swords. Overkill. But something being over and done. To me, already, even before I throw the cards, I'm getting ideas that whoever was in the enemy in the defense's camp was a plant. Because remember when that 7 of Pentacles in the reverse, something being uprooted? 5 of Pentacles, somebody being out in the cold, ousted out of there. That's the vibes I'm getting. He was a plant. He was planted in the defense. And on behalf of the prosecution. Because the prosecution has to get KOHBERGER convicted. And I'm just going to say it like this. I feel it's because they are protecting the real perpetrators and the real reasons why the 4 were deleted. Okay? Why their lives were taken so soon. So young. I cut the deck, and I shit you not, there's the Ten of Pentacles. That's the organization. Lack of victory. Six of Wands reversed. Nine of Swords. Oh, the defense has some, or the prosecution, I'm sorry, has some real concerns here. Despite everything that was going on, the traitor, alleged traitor in the defense's camp, it's like when they come out, all eyes are going to be on the prosecution, and their own witnesses are going to be questioned because of some of the shady shit that they've done. Okay, they are definitely worried that that it's over, that they're going to lose this case. Two of Pentacles in the reverse, the World in the reverse. Not a successful completion. They're not completing the job that they were hired to do. Everything's out of balance. They're losing their footing. Two of Cups. Strength. And here's where I'm calling it. Something coming out before trial of the defense being in bed with the enemy. The enemy of the Idaho 4. It's coming out, and it's a very strong, and it's coming up as a very strong alliance, is their demise. All their plans, there's the Seven of Pentacles again in the reverse. All their plans being uprooted. Queen of Cups in the reverse. That's somebody who's not sincere. That's somebody who may be even overly emotionally unstable. Everything being uprooted because of somebody being emotionally unstable. Makes me think of one of the roommates. Four of Wands in the reverse. Five of Cups in the reverse. Trying. Oh, okay, I get. You know, upright would be somebody with emotional regrets. Okay. Let me put it over here. Emotional regrets. Even feeling guilty about something. Remorse. In the reverse is no remorse, no guilt. And immediately I got somebody being innocent over the upset of what happened in that house. There we go with the Queen of Wands in the reverse. This time this is definitely the Queen of Wands in the reverse. That's one of the roommates. We got both queens, both in the reverse. And I always looked at the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands as the survivors. Tower. Everything crashing down around. This is the defense's case just falling apart. There we got conflict, fighting, upright. I'll just say, I'm not going to say his name. If you've been watching my Idaho 4 videos, then you know who I'm talking about. I'm just going to say Loverboy. A fight about Loverboy. This is like Four of Cups in the reverse. Upright is apathy, not being happy. In the reverse is trying to seize an opportunity. This is reminding me of I'm not letting you go. The roommates knew something here. Temperance. This is reminding me of the Knight of Cups seizing an opportunity because he was unhappy with the cup that he was given, and he was his way of trying to heal involved one of the victims, and this is Archangel Michael of protection. Also, I'm getting, he is being protected, but I think all this is blowing up. And this is also a representation of victims being in angelic form. Nine of Pentacles, money, independent, wealthy. Knight of Pentacles. And Five of Swords in the reverse. There's some shit that's going to come out about underhandedness, things that may have been done that weren't exactly lawful, maybe even as far as violating Bryan Kohberger's rights to a fair trial. Very interesting. Very interesting. So, let's just ask the cards outright. One last question. So we got this. We got the perspective of where both sides stand right now. Let's just ask. The current trajectory. As of right now, if there was a trial right now, like which direction would the jury be leading? Guilty or innocent type energy. So I want to know if the trial was held today, or jury was going in deliberation. Which way is the momentum swinging right now? I hear it in my mind's eye. And I just kind of want to get a feel for it. Spirit pretty much answered the question with one single card. Four of Pentacles. That's holding on. It's being defensive. Defense. Moving on. And my guys say I don't need any more cards. If the trial was held today, let's say, the trial was ending, jury going into deliberation, Bryan Kohberger would walk. He would be set free and be able to move on to calmer waters and move on with his life. So, with that said, that's it for this video. I'm going to try to be better about uploading, about doing more readings. I'm trying to get a schedule set up for myself. It's just I put like hours into DoorDash between doing the actual DoorDashing and the actual editing. But I love you all, and I'll see you in the next one.